All right. Hi, guys. I'm going to show you how to walk through creating your Weebly. If you have additional questions after watching this, go ahead and stop by my office hours at 3 o'clock on Tuesday or see me for additional help. So you're going to start by going to Faculty, Me, Website Building Workshop. And then here are the directions. So you're going to go to Weebly. You're going to sign up for a free account using your San Marcos email. You're going to add a site, not a blog or store. You'll choose a quick, choose any theme that you like. If you don't like it later, you can change it super easy. So don't spend too much time on that. Choose a subdomain that's school appropriate and that is related to our class if you can. Don't include your last name. That's not necessary. And when you're choosing your subdomain, fill in the top line only for a free account. I'll show you how to do that. So let's start with directions number 1 through 5. So I'm at Weebly. I'm going to register using my San Marcos information. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to add a site. I want a website. I'm going to choose whichever theme appeals to me. And then here's where I'm talking about that subdomain. So you want something classroom appropriate, maybe related to humanities, but that doesn't include your last name. So let's try Alderton. Well, that's my last name, right? Sam A. Humanities. Cool. Continue. Then I want to create pages that are modeled off of my teacher's website. So I'm going to go over back to the Directions tab. And I can actually open the sample site here. I'm going to open that in a new tab. And I want an About Me page. This is where I'm going to do a brief introduction of myself, and then I'm going to talk about the 7 criteria that we talked about in class. I want a classwork blog page, a Journal of Academic Reflection blog page, and then a published writing site page. So I'm going to edit my pages on Weebly. And how I do that is by going to Pages. I'm going to name the home page About Me. I'm going to delete this page. It's kind of redundant. I'm going to delete Contact. I'm going to add a blog page called Classwork. I'm going to add a blog page called Journal of Academic Reflection. Then I'm going to add a standard page called Published Writing. Save. Okay, then I can go over to my my pages. I'm going to edit my About Me page. I need to switch. Okay, so in this build section, I'm going to click the About Me page. You can change all of this information. So I'm going to change it to Welcome. Oops. And whatever subheading you want, if you want one. How about Humanities 2015 to 2016, Sam A. You don't need a button text if you don't want to, but it could click to some other site. But you don't really need this, actually. You can change these items. I'm going to ignore that for now. Okay, so then when I want my About Me, I'm going to drag what type of feature I want right into this area. And now I can type my About Me. So we'll do 1 paragraph, basic information about you as a student. And then you're going to do the 7 criteria. So over on my site, let's go there. You will see that you need to edit your About Me page to include a brief description of yourself as a student. And then using the student profile, scroll to page 7. I'll show you that in a second. Describe your current abilities in each of the 7 categories. What are you good at? Where do you need to grow? How can you push yourself this semester? And then save so you don't lose your work. So this student profile, I'm going to open that in another tab. It's going to look like this. I'm going to scroll to page 7. And this is the handout that you guys got in class. You demonstrate independence, build strong content knowledge, audience, task, purpose, discipline, comprehend and critique, value evidence, use tech. Hey, that's what you're doing right now. And understand different perspectives and cultures. So you're going to address those prompts that were on my website in each of the 7 categories. So let's look over where we are. So we're in our welcome page. You're going to do 1 paragraph about you as a student and then those 7 criteria. So it's kind of like 7 baby paragraphs here. And then we want to save. I'm sorry, no, we're not going to save yet. We're going to go over to journal. Okay, so after you've written your About Me, you're going to edit your journal of academic reflection. And there's a new post that you're going to make today. So we would click New Post. Let's call this Technology Reflection. And on my website, there's a prompt for today's reflection. So let's check that. The prompt is in narrative form. So that means you're writing it in paragraph style. So I don't necessarily need to see A, B, C. So you're going to answer the questions that follow. So first, describe how you can use technology as a learner. So how does using technology help us learn? Then, which ways do you feel pretty confident about using technology? And how do you still need to grow your technology skills? So we would go over to our journal and we would type our reflection. So here's our little reflection. We want to add text. Anytime you want to add an element, you just drag it over. We type our little reflection here. Beautiful. And when we are done, we are going to click Save. Where'd my blog post go? If you want to delete these little guys, you can. You just kind of hover over them and delete them. Oh, my blog post got saved in drafts. I'm going to click Done. Why wouldn't it let me? Here we go. So I pull it up and we're going to post. You have to click, I forgot, you have to click post. Post your blog. If you save, then it goes to your draft. You have to post. Since I haven't clicked publish, you can't see the blog post yet. In fact, if you go to my domain, it just says it's not there. Okay, so once I'm done with all that, I'm going to go back through my pages and I'm going to just kind of look and see if it looks good. So if I don't want these random little boxes, I can delete it. And then I'm going to click publish. Okay. I don't need to categorize it. And then there it is. There's my little website. Ta-da! All right. I'm going to do another one with what to do next.